Hi there guys, it's Isaac here from Sports Addict, and today I'm going to be doing episode 6 of What's Going On Here Then. So apologies for no episode last week, just wasn't feeling too great. There we are. Last week was good. Could have been some games to talk about. There was the Manchester derby in which United were victors. There was a couple of Champions League games. No Champions League games. There was midweek action, but it was just Premier League during the week, wasn't it? That was it. So anyway, on Monday, Chelsea beat Everton 2-0. And then also 2-0 West Ham United against Leeds United. West Ham the victors. Just Lingard scoring again. Craig Dawson came in the summer, I believe, or the year before, doing a good job for them at the back and certainly chipping into a few goals from set pieces, which West Ham are clinical from. On Tuesday was the end of the round of 16 with the round of 16 tomorrow and Wednesday, isn't it? With the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea, I think, are still to play, I believe, but Liverpool, and obviously there's only 3 Premier League clubs because United got knocked out in the group stage. So anyway, Borussia Dortmund went through on aggregate 5-4 against Sevilla after a 2-2 game, with Haaland scoring 2 and becoming the youngest player or the fastest player to reach 20 goals in the competition. I think Haaland, I don't think Mbappe's going to do it, but I think Haaland will surpass all sorts of records goal scoring wise. I think Haaland will get more goals overall than Kylian Mbappe. Although Mbappe's good, Haaland's younger and he's scoring more goals every game. His XG is much higher than Mbappe's, and although Mbappe is on a level with him, I think Haaland's going to score more throughout his entire career. Juventus beat Porto 3-2. However, it was 4-4 on aggregate, and because of the 2 away goals for Porto, they went through. So Porto lost, drew, and won that game, which is quite impressive to do, to be fair. Not many teams could do that. Wednesday, Manchester City comfortably beat Southampton again, 5-2. That Manchester derby loss has not affected them at all. I'll get onto it in a minute. They won another game quite comfortably, 3-1, I believe, or 3-2 on the weekend. They're just looking unstoppable, to be perfectly honest. I assumed that the 2-0 loss was going to affect them and maybe have to give them a little dip in form, which would have helped United capitalise and kind of gain as many points as they could back on their rivals. I mean, as it currently stands with the game in hand, they're 14 points behind. Man United win that game in hand, they're 11 points behind. Now, with 9 games to go, I don't see United getting the title. I can see United getting second, but it's going to take a massive... I mean, City are going to have to lose at least 3 games. United are going to have to go and beat them for the rest of the season. No, City'd have to lose 3 and draw 1 because their goal difference is just so far superior to ours, unless they lost by like 20-0 in one game. City would have to lose 3 and draw 1, which I just don't see. I can see them winning 8 out of the 9, if not 9. I think Manchester City have won it again, the fourth or fifth time in their history winning the Premier League, or top flight, should I say. But, everyone thought that no one this year was going to take it by storm like Liverpool did, where 19 points ahead, and I know they're not quite 19 points ahead, but they are quite a significant margin ahead, and I assumed it was going to be really close this year. Well, the teams just aren't up to scratch apart from City, and you could argue a lot of that's been through injury, and City just not have had... they had the COVID outbreak, but that did not affect them at all. Just shows how much squad depth they've got and ability to field a team that's not great but can still get a result, Liverpool managed to get through 4-0 against RB Leipzig on aggregate, 2-0 on the night. And Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona won. Mbappe and Messi scoring. Messi scored quite a wonderful goal, in all honesty. However, it was 5-2 on aggregate, which sees Barcelona go out. It was 4-1 in the first second. Barcelona have shown they can turn that score around before, but not this time. They haven't got Suarez, they haven't got Neymar, and just so many of their squad that helped them that night. Of Rakitic all gone because naivety, really. Thursday was the end of the round of 16. Oh no, the start of the round of 16, should I say. Ajax have a 3-0 advantage over Young Boys. Dynamo Kiev are 2-0 down to Villarreal. Amad Diallo scoring his first goal, and then a last-minute equaliser from Milan for a set-piece. Good to see Diallo score 1-1, Milan with the away goal. Slavia Prague 1, Rangers 1, Rangers with the away goal. Granada 2, Molde 0. Arsenal with the 3-1 away goal advantage, which is good for them anyway. Roma 3, Shakhtar Donetsk 0. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Dinamo Zagreb 2. I expected Tottenham to absolutely waltz through that game, but the looks of it, they didn't struggle, but they didn't absolutely dominate. On Friday, it was Newcastle United 1, Aston Villa 1. Two teams struggling for goals at the minute, it seems. Aston Villa had a brilliant start to the season, and then they sort of not tailed off, but become a bit lackluster compared to what they were. Newcastle United, they'll be completely. Them and Steve Bruce will be happy with the point. Saturday, Thomas Tuchel remains unbeaten since he started in the job. However, it was 0-0, so nothing much to shout about. Solid defensive displays just lacking in the attacking front for both teams. Bamford, Werner, Ziyech, Havertz, Pulisic, Rafinha, Rodrigo, all lacking the goal scoring touch they need. However, Rodrigo did get subbed off after being subbed on 10 minutes earlier. Crystal Palace 0, West Brom 1. Two teams just struggling again for form, really bad. Everton 1, Burnley 2, kind of a shock result because Burnley are kind of struggling. I don't think they'll go down by any stretch of the imagination, but I can't see them going higher than mid-table. And then Fulham were beaten 3-0 by Manchester City, another comfortable victory for them, and it's just getting really difficult at this point to try and catch them. Brighton and Hove Albion lost 2-1 to Southampton. Leicester City beat Sheffield United 5-0. That is over for Sheffield United at this point. It's been nice knowing you, is all I can say. They're an admirable team, and were I from Sheffield, I'd be proud to be from Sheffield because of what they've achieved. You know, they've beat United. They looked really good last year, and I assumed they were going to be at least mid-table for quite a few years. And I don't know. I think losing Dean Henderson has really not helped. I think once you start that downward spiral of you lose like your first 10 games, it's so hard to get out of that. Your confidence is down, and it's hard to get out. And I think that's what's happened. And I don't think they'll come up next year. I think they'll stay 2 or 3 years in the Championship, then come back up. But then I really don't want that process to repeat. It's just so sad to see a team that is really good being like they are. Arsenal were victors in the North London derby over Tottenham Hotspur 2-1. Eric Lamela scored a beautiful Rabona volley, it was, I believe, or half volley, through a couple of the legs of Partey, Xhaka, I think. Maybe Denis Suarez, I'm not completely sure. And then Manchester United were 1-0 victors over West Ham United with a Craig Dawson own goal. So currently, I'll go through the table. Why not? We'll start doing that at the Premier League. So Manchester City obviously in first on 71 points. Manchester United 14 points behind with a game in hand, I must reiterate. If I say game in hand, assume it's on the 30. So on 57, Leicester City close behind, 29 games, 56 points. Chelsea, 29 games, 51 points. West Ham are on 48 points, 28 games. However, if they win their game 10-0 in hand, they will go to 4th, but they will be level on points should they just win that. Everton on 28 games, 46 points. Tottenham on 28 games, 45 points. Liverpool, 28 games, 43 points. Aston Villa, 27 games, 41 points. So should they win their 3 games in hand, they could skyrocket all the way up to, depending on the results, they could be 5th, but That's with lots of other teams losing and dropping many, many points. Arsenal in 10th, quite surprising, not where I'd expect them to be at all. Crystal Palace 11th. Leeds 12th, Wolves 13th, Southampton 14th, 15th Burnley, 17th Newcastle, 18th Fulham, West Brom and Sheffield United. Victors for this year, I believe, City. Top 4, City, United, Chelsea. City, United, Leicester, and I think it's going to be Tottenham that get that 4th place. I don't know why. No, not Tottenham. Everton or West Ham, I feel, are going to get that 4th, but I don't think Chelsea are going to do it this year. I think they'll get Europa League. 5th will be Chelsea, I believe, but Everton or West Ham will get 4th. Don't know why, I just feel that mid-table, just as it is at the minute. Drop Fulham, West Brom, Chef. Maybe Newcastle, but I don't. Maybe Newcastle just because Fulham are doing kind of all right at the minute. Yeah, they just lost to City, but most teams have lost to City this year. Apart from United. One to think about. Anyway, that has been what's going on here then, episode 6. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, leave a like and subscribe should you enjoy. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. And if you've got anything you want me to talk about on the blog, leave it down below. If you want to write something for the blog, leave it down below. I'll get in touch with you. Bye.